Welcome to the RYA Dinghy show. We have Russ Dent joining us from Topper. Can you tell us a bit about your job at Topper?
So I'm Russ from Topper International. I look after the NS circuit. I cover the Worlds and the Nationals, and I'm production manager at the factory as well.
What are the main differences in the boat, the new boat?
The main difference is, I think, the colour, because we can't have another red boat, because the boat is a rotor moulded boat, so it comes as one piece and it's not in two like the injection mould that we've been using for the last 40 years.
So why did you decide to change the material?
We had to change the actual mould, not really the material. The mould was broken. Where it's made in Germany, they said it's unrepairable, so we would have to spend over £1 million to make a new injection tool. It's 47 years old and it was just beyond repair. So we had to look at a different way to keep the class going, because if there was no more boats, then there'd be no more toppers, and then there wouldn't be, a class to go. So that's the reason that we've done it.
Should we be worried for future racing for the class?
No, I think we should be looking forward, because now we've got a new boat coming in. It's on the same, our brief was to put it exactly the same as a Topper with a few improvements. We'll probably talk about them in a minute, but I think now it gives us a chance to get newer people into the fleet, and also the red boats will still be sold through the fleet, and I think this could be a real nice way to get the fleet, with more and more new members. And I think, both boats can race on the same course.
Are the weights different in the boats, and if so, by how much?
So the weights are totally the same as the last batch of toppers what were made. So we are working on 47 kilos as a whole weight.
How has the Topper changed from its first version?
So what we've done, obviously the rotor moulding is the main difference, but we've put 3 hatches in. The hatches have had to go in because of it's the way that the powder is put into the mould. So that's the main change really. But we've moved the self-bailer into the middle, so we've got a self-draining cockpit both sides instead of being in the corner. And we've done away with the hull plate underneath, so that the big white plate has now been made to a very small black plate at the back, and it should work a lot better and shouldn't break as much.
Has the boat been tested on the water?
We've done minimal testing because we really didn't know if the boat was going to work. This is really new to try to make something which was injection moulded into rotor moulded. So we've only done a little bit of testing, but the feedback that I've had is that it was no faster than a Topper, but also it picked up a little bit in the breeze, and that may be due to the shininess of the bottom, or the way that it's made. It is stiffer.
Will the boat be used as a charter boat at the Nationals and Worlds?
The boats will be used. There is going to be, I think, according to the ITCA World Federation, they've got 20 boats that will be used for the up-and-coming nations, like we had in Italy last year. We had 1 from Canada, there was 4 from Malta, 1 from China. There was 1 from China, and 1 from, can't remember, Turkey, I think.
What are your plans to market the boat? Is it going to be turned into more of an international class with more places in Europe, America, that kind of way?
No, I think we're going to stay the same. You know, why break something or change something that's not broken? We've done really well over the last 40 years with the Topper as it is. If you go abroad, you know, in Europe, it's not particularly raced that hard. So, you know, I don't think that will change. We've done it so that the class has some security going forward. Because if we didn't do anything, then there might not be a class. So I think marketing-wise, we'll just stay as the same.
How can you see the boat change in the next couple of years? Classes itself.
Well, I think that, you know, it will just. There's loads of classes what have big updates. We're very fortunate that we've only had to do one in 47 years. So I think the red boat will still be around for many, many years to come. I just think people will they'll decide to buy a grey boat because that's what people do. You know, they're in the fleet for 5 or 6 years, and they probably buy 2 boats, one to start with, and then they move up to another one. So I think, you know, that's the way it would be.
Well, thank you very much for letting us speak to you, and I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.